The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Do you have that, kid? Do you have that loaded up? Joe Arpaio? Do you have that ready to go? If those of you who have been following the mystery of who is Barack Obama, go to the website 710knus.com, and this, ladies and gentlemen, with full value.
President Obama's birth certificate as released by the White House in April of 2011 on the official White House website, as we suspect it is a fraudulent document.
I've been puzzled at the degree to which this thing just kept on going.
This continuing investigation has uncovered new information that deepens our concern that the birth certificate document is a forgery.
After an official law enforcement investigation spanning over 2 years, the crimes of the greatest fraud in the history of the world are about to be revealed.
These are facts that we are talking about. It's an official investigation.
In 2007, MSNBC's Chris Matthews reported Obama was born in Indonesia and has an Islamic background. Then, along with the rest of the media, Matthews began mocking those seeking the truth about Obama's life narrative as birthers, including Sheriff Arpaio and his investigation.
The cold case posse has worked hard, long hours, even though they were stonewalled at every turn by officials in Hawaii and U.S. government agencies.
Governor Abraham is inconsistent in his statements. If he couldn't find him, how did he miraculously appear?
The original investigation into the authenticity of Barack Obama's birth certificate has now expanded to include a second criminal investigation with resources from the Maricopa County's Sheriff's Office. Where's Obama's Birth Certificate has compiled a sheriff's kit and distributed one to every member of Congress. You can get yours at where'sobamasbirthcertificate.com.
When you come to the Congress of the United States, there are 435 of us. We're nothing more than a slice of America. And people come with, regardless of party labels, they come with all kinds of beliefs and ideas. It's the melting pot of America. It's not up to me to tell them what to think.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic? I do.
And I just found out today that the Speaker of the House is the one that told them that no one is going to entertain this at this point.
This is good stuff.
Congress is lying to the American people and refuse to uphold their oath to the Constitution. We the people, the sovereign authority of these United States, are watching the foundations of our republic be dismantled right before our eyes.
And it goes
from
on.
the trampling
Now,
of our God.
We'll get back into open lines. I wanted you, and I hope you go and see that. It's up on our website. We have a couple of things up there, 710knus.com. Now, they actually show Chris Matthews. Remember Chris Matthews, Let's Play Hardball? When he saw Barack Obama, he felt the tingle go down his leg, talking about Barack Obama being born in Kenya. Oh, my. When did that change? Chris Matthews, Let's Play Hardball, the darling of progressive television anchors. Barack Obama was born in Kenya. You can see that on that video, and it goes on and on and on and on. And that's only round one. So that's up, 710knus.com. I hope you watch it. Now, but get full value of this, because this is called The Back Door. Our phone number, 303-696-1971. I urge you to look at that video. It's put out by Joe Arpaio, and it's powerful stuff. And when they get to that part with Chris Matthews saying born in Kenya, and now, of course, he calls anybody who, and I don't believe that Barack Obama was born in Kenya, but anybody who says anything off the official party line is the worst human being that ever walked the earth, way beyond a racist. I don't know what these people are now called, but here's this picture of Chris Matthews talking about born in Kenya. And that was the one, remember when his publisher presented that? And we know damn well that's what he told his publisher that he did. He said, you write your own autobiography for your publisher. A lot of ground to cover this morning, and we're waiting for one of our true favorites, Sarah Carter from The Blaze. But I do want to run a couple of things for you. And they're on our website, 710knus.com. When it comes to who is Barack Obama, one of the names that always is in the forefront is Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Big fan of Sheriff Joe's. We've met him a couple of times, physically met him. He's been on the radio show a number of times. And he is showing the first parts of his report. And this all came down the other day. And we've put it up now. Why it's important to see it? First of all, it's just important. But take a look at Chris. I felt a tingle go down my leg, Matthews, when Chris is talking about it. And you have to see it, telling people he meaning Obama, was born in Kenya. Now, I'm sure even though all of this evidence is here, Chris Matthews would now say, you want to believe me or you want to believe your lying eyes? Because if you remember, we've talked about this, that his initial publisher always said, and we have all the printed cards and all the dust jackets on books, that Barack Obama self-proclaimed born in Kenya. And it made all the sense in the world to the politically correct. But as you know, like so many other things surrounding this man's life, it's flat crapola. So I want you to hear this first, and it's up. Please view it, 710knus.com. You can have it, send it on. There's nothing there that we own, but there's everything there that we think you should have. 710knus.com. Son, if you would, give him the first part of this.
President Obama's birth certificate as released by the White House in April of 2011 on the official White House website, as we suspect it is a fraudulent document.
I've been puzzled at the degree to which this thing just kept on going.
This continuing investigation has uncovered new information that deepens our concern that the birth certificate document is a forgery.
After an official law enforcement investigation spanning over 2 years, the crimes of the greatest fraud in the history of the world are about to be revealed.
These are facts that we are talking about. It's an official investigation.
In 2007, MSNBC's Chris Matthews reported Obama was born in Indonesia and has an Islamic background.
There it is.
Then, along with the rest of the media, Matthews began mocking those seeking the truth about Obama's life narrative as birthers, including Sheriff Arpaio and his investigation.
The cold case posse has worked hard, long hours, even though they were stonewalled at every turn by officials in Hawaii and U.S. government agencies.
Governor Abercrombie is inconsistent in his statements. If he couldn't find him, how did it miraculous?
You can take it on from there. I said Kenya, Indonesia. Apologize. I've seen it but 4 times and still came up with Kenya. There's Chris Matthews, who has now attacked everyone as a birther, telling people he was born in Indonesia, and it goes in great depth. And it's certainly worth you watching. You can have it and send it. And by the way, this is only the first drop. The meat of this is yet to come.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.